Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm here with a foundation review, and you guys seem to love it when I do these types of videos, and this foundation has been highly requested. This is the new Urban Decay all-nighter waterproof long-wear liquid foundation, and I love it personally. Like right off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys I really love it. I've been testing it out for a month and a half, I want to say, maybe longer, so I do have a lot to say about it. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I have the Sephora app right here, and I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of things that I feel like you should know about this foundation, and of course the claims. So it retails for $40 US, and it comes in 24 different shades. While I was selecting my shade, I didn't feel like I had a big of an issue because I did find my shade pretty quickly. They have a good variety of light, medium, and dark colors in the range, which is good. It claims that it's a full coverage matte finish waterproof foundation that lasts all night. So we're gonna test it out for the entire day. And just for reference, my foundation color is number 4 and number 5. Number 4 is what I use when I'm not self-tan, and then number 5 is what I use when I am self-tan. Number 4 is my current shade right now that I'm gonna use in this video, and I actually swatched it for you guys. So this is number 4 right here, and by the way, this foundation oxidizes 1 shade darker. So I do recommend when you go to the Sephora to just buy your foundation, swatch a few colors, walk around the store, and see what color oxidizes the best to match your skin tone. So that's what I did with mine. I literally just like swatched it on the back of my hand, and I waited a few minutes, and I saw that number 4 was best for my skin tone. And as you can tell, it went on so much lighter on my hand than the actual finish of the foundation. But the one on the right side is number 4, and it has a little bit more of a yellow undertone, and the one on the left is number 5, and it has more of a peach undertone. So I'm more yellow, so I would lean towards number 4 on a regular basis. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it, but first I'm going to prime my face. For primer today, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless 12-Hour Perfecting Primer, and I like this primer because it's mattifying, but it doesn't dry up my skin. It's so smoothing, and it just pretty much creates a really nice canvas for me to apply the foundation. So I'm just going to apply this on the center of my face where I'm oily. By the way, I did moisturize my skin already with my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer, which is my favorite. It's great for you if you have oily skin. And yeah, this primer just works really great on my skin. It kind of fills in my pores as well, so it's like the best of both worlds. Okay, I just need to take this off my hand. On the right side of my face, I'm going to apply it with a beauty blender, and then on the left side, I'm going to apply it with a foundation brush. This foundation is extremely full coverage, so you want to take a little bit and then work it up. Okay, so I'm going to take my finger and just dab this on my face. And then on this side, I'm just going to use a beauty blender so you guys can see the finish. And it doesn't dry up really quickly, which I do like, because when a foundation dries up pretty quickly, you have to work really fast on the face. But this one, I feel like you can take your time applying your concealer, your powder, all that good stuff, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes. But as you can tell, it's covering up pretty nicely on my skin. So it's definitely full coverage. Like, it covered everything. Covered my dark circles, my hyperpigmentation, my pimple that I had right here. And I'm just going to bring it down to my neck, just so I won't have like a harsh line on my neck. So this is what one layer of foundation with the beauty blender looks like. I actually really like it. I'm gonna do another layer on the left side of my face with a foundation brush, just so you guys can see the difference, just to see if you guys prefer the beauty blender or the actual foundation brush. To blend in the foundation, I'm going to use my favorite foundation brush. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and this is what it looks like, brand new and clean. I actually just recently got it again. And I'm just going to buff this into my skin. Covering up pretty nicely. I did have some redness on this side of my face, and it covered up everything. I actually really like the finish of it with the foundation brush. I do see that the foundation brush covers up much nicer than the Beauty Blender. I feel like it gave me a more full coverage look and it just looks more flawless in person, so I do prefer the brush. The Beauty Blender gave me a nice natural finish, which I do really like on those days where I'm not wearing a ton of makeup. The foundation did oxidize pretty quickly, so you guys can see it's like turning one shade darker than the original shade. So for concealer today, I'm going to go in with my NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. And I'm just going to apply this under my eye in a triangle shape. And I like how my concealer is just blending in with the foundation as well. To set my concealer, I'm just going to go in with my Banana Powder by Kat Von D, and I'm just going to use this Morphe E48 brush. And I'm not going to set my face with a powder because I honestly don't feel like I need to. I've tested this foundation out with setting powders, without setting powders, and I feel like it works best without the setting powder because it's so long lasting without it that I don't feel like you need to. And plus, you don't want to keep adding things to your face to cake it up. I feel like it just looks good like this. So to contour my face, I'm just going to use the Hoola by Benefit bronzer, and I'm using a Morphe E49 brush. That pimple right there is just like haunting me. It just came out of nowhere yesterday. And as you can tell, the powder is applying really nicely on top of my skin. It's showing up and it's blending very well. Sometimes with mattifying foundations, I feel like the powder just stays in one place. With this one, that's not happening. I'm going to go in and bronze my skin. Today I'm going to be using my NARS Laguna bronzer, one of my favorites, and to apply that I'm using a Morphe E53 brush. I love this bronzer. It just looks so beautiful on my skin. I'm also going to apply a little bit, just basically all over my face to add a little bit of color. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face and I will be right back. So I just finished the rest of my makeup. Oh, I have my brush here. But I haven't applied my highlight yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that on camera just so you guys can see how the highlight applies over the foundation. So today I'm using the Kathleen Lights and Makeup Geek highlighting palette, which I've been loving lately. And I'm just going to apply this golden shade on my face. Mackie boy. Gorgeous. This is so pigmented. I love that it's not giving me any problems with showing up the highlight, even though this is a really mattifying foundation. So I'm pretty much done with my makeup and this is what it looks like. I absolutely love the finish of this foundation. I'm gonna test it out for the rest of the day and check in with you guys with this camera because I know with the other camera that I used in my last video, it has sort of like a smoothing effect, so you can't really see what the foundation looks like. But so far, I love this foundation. I think it looks great. I think it layered on my skin beautifully. I'm really happy that all the products that I layered on top of this foundation just went on so nicely and smoothly, and I didn't have any issues at all with that. So I'm gonna test out the foundation throughout the day. Right now it is 1:45 p.m. Just show you guys the time. It's 1:45 p.m. so I'm gonna go on about my day. It is actually really hot today and I'm in my room with a small fan. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's like I had to close all the windows so you guys can hear the outside noise. But I'm gonna check in with you guys in like 5 to 6 hours just so you guys can see how the foundation looks. So I will see you guys in a little while. Hey guys, so I'm back for my check-in and right now it is 8 p.m. at night. It's been about 6 hours officially since I've been wearing this foundation. and it still looks pretty good. I don't feel oily. It's really hot today and humid. It's actually been raining, and we actually went out to eat and we were sitting outside. It wasn't raining while we were sitting outside, but it did start raining, and I got a little bit wet, not too much, but I feel like it still looks pretty good, and I feel like the rest of my makeup is still in place. You can still see my highlights. You can't see my blush anymore, but you can see my contour and my bronzer. My lipstick I had to retouch. My concealer is creasing just a tiny bit, but besides that, I think it looks really great. I haven't touched up at all. I haven't blotted. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of a powder on my T-zone, just wherever I'm oily, basically, just to get rid of that oil, and that's it. But I really like how my foundation is still in place basically everywhere. My foundation did fade a little bit around my lips, and that's because I was eating and I actually wiped it off with a napkin, but besides that, everything else is still in place. So I'm gonna check in with you guys in 2 more hours, and that's gonna be my final check-in. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Right now it's 10:05, and this is the last update for the day, but I wanted to show you guys the foundation, give you my overall thoughts and what I think about the foundation. So far, the foundation is still in place. I feel like my bronzer is fading by this time, but it's been, how long? It's been about 8+ hours, so it's been a long time. I feel like the foundation has been holding up pretty well. It hasn't faded or anything like that. I can tell on the sides of my nose that it's kind of falling apart just a tiny bit, but nothing too much. Overall, I love this foundation. I think it's great if you have oily to combination skin. If you have dry skin to normal, I wouldn't really recommend this foundation just because it's so matte. But for me personally, I actually really love it. I've been using it non-stop ever since I got it. This one definitely gets a thumbs up from me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comments below what other foundation you would like for me to review here on my channel. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one very soon. Bye guys!